If ever you needed proof Italy's most revered motorcycle manufacturer is forging ahead to new grounds, you only need to look at Ducati's 2016 model range. No less than 9 new bikes have been created this year, but this one, in our opinion, is their most important. And it's not an entirely new bike. The Multistrada 1200 Enduro represents the realisation of a long-held dream developed deep within Bologna's hallowed halls. When the Multistrada 1200S of 2010 broke new ground for Ducati by being 4 bikes in one, it was primarily still a road-going motorcycle with a touch of dirt road potential. It was far from the beast you now see before you, a machine truly capable of taking the heavyweight adventure fight to the kings of the class, the BMW R1200 GS and the KTM 1190 Adventure. In creating the Enduro, Ducati has redesigned no less than 30% of the standard 2016 Multistrada 1200, with 266 new part numbers out of a possible 840 now worked into the Ducati catalogue. The biggest differences between this and the standard Multistrada are the usual fodder you'd expect from a big dirt bike. Tubeless spoke wheels are now measuring 19 inches up front. You get 1.2 inches more ground clearance and 3 inches of extra weighting depth thanks to the new exhaust, more relaxed steering geometry, longer travel suspension, bodywork upgrades and reinforcements like aluminum side plates and underbody covers, and a wheelbase that's up 2.5 inches mainly thanks to a new stiffer and longer double-sided swing arm. But you still get the Ducati valve timing equipped Tesla Shredder Desmo L twin motor Ducati claims punches out about 117 horses at 9,500 RPM and 100 foot-pounds of torque. The latter is important because it's now accessed lower in the rev range despite having the same peak revs at 7.5 thanks to the shorter gearing aimed at providing stronger drive in places Ducati hope you'll take the Enduro, like off-road. And when you go to those far-off places, you'll need gas, lots of gas. To that end, Ducati has increased the tank capacity by a whopping 33% with 7.9 gallons now at your disposal, which goes a fair way to explaining why the Enduro is now a claimed 560 pounds wet compared to 518 for the standard Multistrada. So how does it go? We flew to Italy to find out.
Well, we've got two sides of the same coin here. Welcome to God's country. This is Sardinia, an island just off Italy. I mean, we've just had an amazing day's riding. We've got the standard Multistrada Enduro on this side, which you can see is a hell of a lot cleaner than this bad boy, which is the one we've been riding over the last couple of hours. Now, started out this morning on the standard version. The bike is longer and heavier than a standard Multistrada, and it's also taller. So that doesn't necessarily translate to a better road bike as far as against a standard multi. I mean, a standard multi as a road bike is an absolute beast. This kind of style of bike it probably comes in second to the standard bike. On the other hand, this thing is where it's at. This is, I mean, to be honest, this is kind of where I focused my attention for the majority of the day. I'm a huge fan of the standard multi on the road anyway, and you know, if you're going to buy this, you're going to do this kind of riding. There's no real point in buying it if you're not going to go off, because the standard multi will do everything that you need. New suspension as well, and that's probably the biggest thing as far as how good this thing is off-road. 19-inch front wheel, obviously, and help you get over those ruts. But I was really surprised. I genuinely was really surprised at how good this thing is off-road. I mean, it's in isolation, the thing's just fantastic. I mean, once you dial back some of the electronics as well, you know, I had the thing most of the time in enduro mode with the power on medium or low. I mean, even at low, you've got 100 horsepower. I mean, Jesus, if you don't need more than 100 horsepower on the dirt anyway, unless you're Toby Price. So, as far as I'm concerned, that was plenty enough for me. Switch the traction control off, and the thing's beautifully balanced. It steers really nicely with the back end. It's a lovely bike to ride, and look, it's got that Multistrada DNA, which makes the original bike so fantastic. But look, I've had a fantastic day today. Check out the issue, and yeah, we'll see you soon.